Hey guys, Sarah Pacaro here. Today's video, we're going to go into friendships, your relationships, specifically when you've had a relationship with a narcissist, regardless of where you are in that narcissistic relationship, but just to dive deeper into an understanding of your friendships, your relationships, and how they're impacted and how you show up in them, how you feel in them, specifically when you are trying to figure out this relationship with the narcissist. Perhaps you have just figured it out, or maybe you don't know the term narcissist yet. And when you do, when you become aware of that term and aware of all of the other terms and definitions and vocabularies that come along with it, like triangulation and gaslighting and love bombing and all of those things, all of the puzzle pieces that seem to be missing seem to now be right in front of you and be coming together. But let's take a look in regards to relationships and friendships today when it comes to the narcissist. The narcissist loves to be your one, to be the one that you go to. They don't like when you go to anyone outside of you. That is why they will work so tirelessly to isolate you and pull you away from your family, from your friends, regardless of how long you've had those relationships. Obviously, if it's family, you've had those relationships for a lifetime. But the narcissist will say things and do things to make you question their their relationship with it. Like they will make you wonder, maybe they're right. They'll say things like, really? They said that? And maybe even cut them down and tell you how stupid they are, how stupid their opinions are, how uneducated they are, how all of their friendships and themselves are so much better than them, how they know so much more than your friends. And when you're in that, it feels really confusing. You wonder, why would you say that? I don't see that about these people. And you find yourself trying to defend your relationships and friendships, but also questioning them at the same time because you're thinking, I don't feel that way about that person, and I don't see that. And then you start to wonder, maybe they are, though. And the narcissist, like, maybe they do have a point. And so you start to try and see it the way that they see it because you're in that relationship with the narcissist and you want to keep it a good one, although it's never possible to have a good relationship with a narcissist. And by good, I mean one that feels like your soul is satisfied and fulfilled. It always feels like your soul is in this push-pull conflict dynamic because it is. They're trying to pull you away from any support. And that's what friends and family can give you. They can give you emotional support. They can give you financial support. They can give you all kinds of support. And the narcissist thrives and benefits from you not having support because then they become your only source and form of support. And they use your mind to get in there, pull you away from that support system by saying things that have you question the validity of something, or saying things that have you question what you felt and knew within your heart and soul to be true and to be good. So they will pull you away from your friendships so that they become the only support system that you have. And then you end up relying on them and you go to them for everything. And when you go to them for everything, they can control, manipulate, impact, and influence everything about your life. And that's what they're after because that is power. To be able to do that is powerful. So even if you're coming home and you're telling them about your day and about things that happened at work, they're going to get you to question it and even pull you away from that. And they'll do it in a way that seems like it's lifting and boosting you up. Like, oh my gosh, why are you putting up with that? You're way, way too good for that. You are so much better than that. And you're thinking, yeah, they're right. I am. And because they seem to be boosting and boasting about you, you're thinking, wow, they really love me. Like they see the potential in me and they see the value in me. And those other people, they don't. So the narcissist, you're right. I need to find something better. I need to find something different. And what they're actually doing is separating you and pulling you away from that, not giving you true, solid, grounded, supported advice because they're not listening to you and what you want and need. And when they do this, this is a part of the manipulation. They're able to get into your mind, and what's happening, what's occurring at the deep inner level is that all of that questioning, the second guessing, the manipulation, it becomes a part of your internal dialogue and your internal programming. So even on one hand, you realize you're in a narcissistic relationship and you end it. You end it once and for all. Many people try and end it so many times, a million times. And then there's that one time, right, that you say, okay, this is done. I actually mean it this time. And you get out of the relationship. It's never easy to do. But once you're out, the problem is you're now separated from your friendships. You have maybe burn the bridges in those relationships. So you feel alone, you feel stuck, you feel scared. And the narcissist knows that. And they will use what's called a hoovering technique to try and pull you back in, even if you've gone and they've entered into another relationship. They will maybe send you a message and, hey, how are you doing? I saw this and it made me think about you today. Hope you're doing well. And you're thinking, and you're left, questioning everything now, because now you're gaslighting yourself because you're reviewing, reliving, and replaying all of those scenarios, all of those friendships, all those relationships. And it just seems like you have no idea of which way is up anymore. Like your mind is just on a roller coaster and spinning. And the emotions that come with that can be devastating, can be too much to handle, or what seems like it feels like it's too much to handle. So you don't know where to go. And they want you kind of in that just headspace, because that's how they can easily come in whenever they want to. So you're left questioning all of that. And the reason why that's so damaging is because all of those thoughts, those questions, they take you away from you. They take you away from the real, true, genuine, authentic you. They take you away from that inner you who knows the truth and hears it and feels it and listens to it and is guided by it and is directed by it. The narcissist has pulled apart everything. And now that's why you feel like you're like separated from your soul. You just feel like you don't know anything anymore. And then you question again yourself and wonder, how did I get here? How did all of this happen? Where am I? Who am I? What's the point of all this? So it can lead you into feeling so many things: anxiety, stress, depression, so many things, panic attacks, all of those things emotionally come into you. And until they're energetically released, they continue to build up and be stored up in your body and in your system and impact your mind, the clarity that your mind has. You just can't seem to think clearly or even feel clearly. You don't even know what you feel. You just know you don't like it. And it keeps you stuck in life and in relationships. Because even if you're out of that narcissistic relationship, you're questioning all of these things. And that impacts anything that you do repetitively, you get better at. When you continue to repeat those negative thoughts of, I can't handle this and I can't deal with this, your mind is open to all of that. And it says, okay, so let me pull you away from that. And so you feel so separated, so isolated, and so alone. So you don't even feel safe to go to your friends anymore or to your family members. Maybe you burned the bridge with them in the past and now you're ashamed and you feel guilty for what you did or said because you protected and defended the narcissist. And now you're realizing, wow, they were right, but I can't go back to them. They don't like me, or I just can't. Right. And so you find other things to get involved with. And unfortunately, so many people find other relationships to get involved with before healing all those inner unhealed wounds and reprogramming those beliefs about yourself, because that's where they get stored. They get stored in your mind, and then it goes out and impacts and influences everything else in your life. So if those thoughts that are on replay are, I can't handle this, I can't do this, I don't know what I'm doing, everything externally is representing that. So other friendships, other relationships, and you're just questioning, can I trust this person? I don't even know who I can trust anymore. I don't even feel like I can trust myself anymore because I mean, look at my history and my past. So if you don't do the inner work to heal those wounds from that narcissistic relationship, and you don't get retuned to who you are, you don't get back in touch with your real, true, genuine, authentic self, and you don't do any of that, you just continue on with those thoughts and you just try and find another relationship, you're going to find another one that's the same, but oftentimes worse, because you didn't take the opportunities from that experience to really reconnect with yourself and to use those past experiences as lessons, as opportunities for growth, as opportunities to learn about yourself, to connect with yourself, and then give space to those areas that need healing within you, and to allow your inner mind to transform you from that past experience to one of pain to now one of power, to one of potential, to one of awareness. So too many people enter into other relationships and continue to just dismiss the red flags that they see. And then, oh, I thought this one was so different from the last, but you're carrying your own inner unhealed wounds into the next relationship and carrying those self-defeating, negative, limiting thoughts and feelings and beliefs about yourself and expecting a different outcome. Well, that's the definition of, we all know, insanity. So how can you expect anything to be different if you haven't done the inner work to heal and connected with your beliefs, not the narcissist beliefs, but those are beliefs that you're now carrying in your life because of all of that separation and disconnection. So before you enter into any other relationship, or before you try to sever and discover what happened in those relationships, you've got to heal that relationship that you have with yourself so that you really know who you're looking at in the mirror. You know your values, your truths, your beliefs. You're not carrying around your parents or your past partners or your any from other relationships. Those are theirs, and they were projected onto you so that you could fit into this box so that they could be comfortable. And now you're uncomfortable with yourself and who you are. So really using that time after a narcissistic relationship to see the wounds that are in there, and you feel them, so they're there. Anytime you're feeling discomfort, anger, frustration, all of those are points of awareness, right? Points of recognition. And if you don't like what you're feeling, then there's a belief behind it that's supporting it, that's backing it up, that needs to be transformed, that needs to be changed so that you do like who you see in the mirror. So you do enjoy what you feel and you can tune into yourself instead of looking for everything externally in other relationships, because the more you do that, the more manipulators could get in. It's like they smell it and they go, oh, this person, wow, they're not in touch with themselves. They look to everyone else for everything. And so I'm going to get a great benefit from them coming and looking to me for everything. So until you really, really slow down and commit to yourself to do the inner work to heal, you're just going to continue to get the same thing. And it all connects to the beliefs that you have about yourself. If there's a feeling you don't like, there's also a belief that doesn't support you. The belief that I'm unworthy, I'm undeserving, I don't deserve love because look at me, right? And if you want to transform that, you've got to first commit to yourself that you're going to do it. No one else can do it for you. And without you doing it, manipulators and abusers can continue to get in there and to mess you up, right? Life is about relationships. And if we want a healthy, happy, thriving life, we've got to first have that with the relationship that we have with ourselves. That's where it all stems from. So if you find that all of your relationships are toxic and you're wanting to heal that relationship that you have with yourself so that you no longer are attracted to or interested in those types of relationships, it seems like they just repel off of you. They don't even come into your space or your sphere anymore. Then you've got to begin with the relationship that you have with yourself by really connecting with the inner thoughts, the beliefs, your patterns, your habits, your behaviors, your actions. Reconnect and realign with that. And that begins with reprogramming your inner mind. So if you're ready for that journey, I would love to talk to you more about what it looks like to go on that journey. It is completely life-changing and transformational. So I've got more information in a free training and the program Transforming Past Pain to Present Power. And with that, maybe see if we're a good fit to work together one-to-one. It's not for everyone. It is a big commitment to yourself to completely transform. If you don't, I mean, it's just a longer struggle to try and figure it out on your own. It's so much more beneficial to connect and partner with others who've gone along that journey and that road as well. So I would love to, again, talk to you more about that. You'll find helpful links in the description below this video that will guide you to that training and to those sources so that you can learn more. Until then, just be aware of the types of relationships you have, and you'll know about those types of relationships based upon how you feel when you're around those people. If you don't feel good, there's something going on. And if you do, incredible. We all deserve to feel good. We all deserve to feel loved, supported, connected. So if the relationships that you have are not an indicator of that, there's something else, right? Because when we are true to our genuine, authentic selves, we can implement, we can set up boundaries and not feel bad. We can know that boundaries help us respect ourselves and are an incredible respect for the other person as well. Because when we implement and set them, we don't feel anger and resentment. And therefore, we're not going to project it because it's not there to project onto those relationships. So it's incredible benefit to do that inner work, to transform, to heal, to reprogram and rewire your unconscious mind so that you can live the life that you want. You live one that's fulfilling and satisfying to you, and then share that with others because we all deserve it. So again, if you're interested in connecting and possibly working together and learning more, please click on the links in the description below this video. Until then, I'll see you next time.